All right, guys. So, got my O2, the Dirty Dodge, basically. 2002 Ram 2500 Cummins, two-wheel drive, long bed, extended cab, blah, blah, blah. So basically, I did some work in some of my previous videos. When I was doing the front brake rotors and pads and stuff like that, I was trying to, actually I was doing the ball joints too. And the ABS sensor, I didn't want it hanging there by the knuckle, with all that stress pulling on the wire and everything. So I tried to remove it. And I took the bolt out of the back and it would not come out of the knuckle. So I started kind of smashing on it a little bit and I messed it up. And ever since I did that, I put everything back together because I just didn't feel like messing with it that day. And ever since I did that, my brake light is on, like the little red one that says brake, like when you apply the parking brake or emergency brake. And also my ABS light comes on and off at random times. And another symptom that I got out of this was sometimes it doesn't do it all the time. It's just kind of sporadic, maybe about half the time. But I'll be slowing down and I'll have my foot, pressing on the brake pedal, and I'll get some back feed off the pedal, like some back pressure. And it feels really weird, and it feels like the driver's side caliper, which is where the messed up ABS sensor is, it feels like that caliper just lets go all of a sudden, and my truck tries to steer to the right because the passenger side front is still grabbing. It's weird. So I talked to a few people and I watched a few videos, and a lot of them are saying if that sensor's messed up, then that's going to happen, or it can happen. So I've been putting it off. I've been working a lot and busy, blah, blah, blah. And plus that sensor is about $100 from O'Reilly. And that's another reason I was putting it off. So I went ahead and got it, picked it up yesterday, and hopefully it fixes the problem. But I wanted to make this video because I could not find anyone replacing one of these on this exact year and model of truck. Almost everyone I looked up was the wheel speed sensor on the top of the differential on a lot of these trucks, but I couldn't find one specifically on an O2 Ram two-wheel drive Cummins. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, here is the part number, ALS 66. Let me open it up for you. So basically, that's pretty much what it is right there. That little square piece, I guess, is what reads something. Hang on. Let me tear this sucker open. Okay, that's better. So here's the new one. It does look kind of curved like that. I took a look at it on my truck before I opened the package up for obvious reasons, but it does have this little square end on it, and this is what slips into the knuckle. So let me roll my fat hiney up under that thing, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, so I'm going to do this the wrong way first, like I do everything else. There's that sensor right there. That's the bolt that holds it in. And when I say I'm going to try it the wrong way first, I'm going to try to do this without lifting up the truck and without taking the wheel off. So wish me luck. First, I gotta see what size that bolt is. Looks like a 10 millimeter. Yep. can get it out without the ratchet. Okay, little 10 millimeter bolt, that's what was on mine. Let's see. Man, that thing is really in there. I'm gonna see if I can get something to pry it with. Okay, let's see. Okay, so got some slip joint or groove joint pliers, whatever you call them. Adjust them here. I'm going to try to twist it a little bit, see if I can get it to move and come out of there at all, and just loosen it up, because this sucker is in there, man. Okay. That don't work, bring the pry bar out. Or in this case, a big old screwdriver. I think it's starting to move. I don't want to break this thing apart, but I will if I have to, I promise you. There it goes, something broke. Let's see. Oh God, I hope that comes out in one piece. Nope. Snapped it off in there. That is not good. I don't know if y'all can see that. Broke it right off. Dag nabbit. There's still a little something to grab a hold of there. Yeah, pretty much everything on this truck. Anything I've tried to take apart has fought me quite a bit. But that's to be expected with a 20-year-old truck that was kind of beat up and rode hard and put up wet, you know. Everything's freaking stuck together. And rusty mud all over it. So I kind of expected it. All right, let me keep working on this. So, as you can tell, that's what I did to it, the old one. I was trying to hit this thing and make it come out, and it didn't, and I smashed it. Got the new one. See all that rust around there? It was just stuck in there. I had to grab it with several different pairs of pliers, twist it, pull it, yank on it. Got pretty chewed up, but it did come out of there. It probably took 5, maybe less than 10 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to put some spit on this thing and slide it in there. I was thinking about using anti-seize for the next guy, but nah. Let's get it back in there. If you like working on cars, get yourself a Dodge. I promise you guys, there is plenty of work to be done on them. Okay, got that all spitted up. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing here. Ooh, that's not going in very easily. Let's see, try it again. Ooh, I might need to get a little wire or file or something in there, because man, that sucker is tight. Oh, there it is. Must have had a little slot or something in there that I didn't see. Okay. So, yeah, another possibly tricky part's going to be getting this plug rerouted and connected. So, we'll see how that goes. Where's my 10 millimeter? Story of my life. Okay. That's not a 10. There's the 10. Okay. All right. It's in there nice and snug. So, you know, it's in. So it'd be kind of hard for me to film if I'm going to try to do this without taking the fender well out. As you can tell by this situation going on here, it's going to be kind of hard for me to film routing that wire up and plugging the new one in. So I'm going to get that done. It might take me 2 minutes. It might take me 2 hours. So I'm going to get it done, and I'll take you all in the dashboard, and we'll look together and see if that ABS and brake light went off. Hopefully it did. If not, I got a few gallons of gasoline in the garage. I'll probably just pour it all over this thing and burn it to the ground. So see what happens. All right, guys, got this thing in. I just wanted to show you, you can do this. You can do this without taking the wheel and, you know, brake rotor and brake caliper and all that off, because I just did it. So, and I know half of y'all are got to be at least a little bit smaller than me, if not a lot. So anyway, here's where it's routed back behind the tire. I'm going to try to get a good shot of that. Okay. It goes, there's a little, I don't know, pointy thing. What do you call it? Little tab that goes into a hole right there on the spring tower shock mount thingy, whatever that is. And then it comes around here, clips onto these things if they still exist on your brake line. And then it goes up through there. Okay. And there should be, I'm going to try to get a good shot of that down there. It's kind of hard to see, but it just kind of routes up through there and goes right here. See where that gray thing is? Okay. Now that also has another little tab that it'll pop off of there, and that connector is real easy to get apart. At least mine was. I've destroyed so many of those connectors because they all seem to connect a different way, and I'll start sticking screwdrivers, pliers, anything in there to try to get them apart, because if they don't come apart, I won't ask nicely. I'll just pull them apart. So anyway, again, if you want to learn the wrong way to work on your truck, you watch my channel. So it's on, it's plugged in, it's bolted to the freaking knuckle. Let's see what happens. All right, so before my little red brake light was on, and my ABS light would come on and off. So let's see what happens. It's gonna get kind of noisy when I crank it up. There's the ABS light. I think my batteries are getting kind of low. ABS light went off, came back on. they're still there. So I don't know, man. Well, that's because my parking brake's on. Let's take it for a little spin, see if it corrects itself. They're both off. Yeah, baby. Let's hope they stay off. All right. Not getting any feedback on the pedal. See, before, like I said, I would mash that pedal down and then it was like pressure pushing back at me on the pedal. And what I was told in another video, a guy was replacing the front ABS sensor on his, he had like a 2015 or 17, something like that. It was a Ram 1500. Had the Hemi gas engine, 2-wheel drive, it was all that, but he was saying that his went bad, and he was the only video that I found that said he was getting feedback on the pedal, on the brake pedal. So, man, it's still off, so I'm gonna keep cruising around. I have not been driving this thing a lot. I've been cruising it around my neighborhood and up and down the little road in front of my neighborhood. It's like a 40-mile-an-hour road, just to keep the batteries charged because they're about to die. I really am not looking forward to spending $300, $400, or $500 on new batteries, but anyway, it was just kind of scary. I didn't want to drive it far because it kept doing that weird brake feedback thing, and you know, I didn't want to get in a situation where that front driver's side caliper released and my truck would keep rolling, you know, because I would once I started getting that little weird feedback, it would like I first mashed on the pedal and it would brake normally, and then I would start getting the feedback. Let me roll my window up. And man, it was kind of scary. You know, I didn't want to, especially didn't want to have my kids in the truck or something like that. If we're going to ride my four-wheelers or whatever and have my freaking brakes go out. And I was really hoping this sensor would fix it, and it looks like it did. So let's see. Still off. No ABS light, no brake light, none of that. So I'm gonna drive around for another 5-10 minutes and park it and see what it looks like. All right, so I drove it, I don't know, 5 miles or so. Looks like the light's staying off. The feedback on the pedal's gone. Yes, I used my turn signals. So I feel a lot more confident about driving this thing around now. I really haven't even gotten to use it. Like I was saying, I feel more confident about driving the thing now. I haven't really gotten to use it much. I drove it a couple miles away for me and my son to go ride one of our four-wheelers, and that was about it. Sorry for the shaky camera too, but now I'm gonna, you know, get a little more use out of this thing, hopefully. I'll put it up for sale, but if it doesn't sell, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I kind of like it. So I've got a lot of other little knickknacks to do to this thing. That cup holder's broken off like all the rest of them. I've bought a heater core for it I need to put in. Dash is cracked. I've actually got a new spare tire carrier. I don't know if I'm going to need that thing or not, but I couldn't figure out how to get the spare tire down. I watched a few videos on that, so I'm going to try a few more things before I replace the carrier. I may just replace it anyway. I did have a vehicle, it's actually a Ford Expedition years ago, where I was driving down a pretty dang busy road, and that cable that holds the spare tire broke, and my spare tire went flopping down the road, and a car ran over it, and it was a bad situation. So I may just replace it anyway. Not 100% sure yet, but I will figure that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my brake. That's my parking brake. So yeah, it looks like it's all good. So I hope this helps some of y'all out in some way. If y'all have this same kind of truck and it's doing the weird pedal feedback, pushback thing, and your ABS lights on, and your parking brake lights coming on and stuff like that. So I got real lucky. I remembered that I smashed that sensor up pretty bad when I was doing the front end work, and luckily I didn't have to go throwing a bunch of parts at it before I figured out what it was. So it just took mine away, so hopefully it'll take yours away too. Thanks again for watching, and if you'd be so kind, go ahead and click like and subscribe. It'd really help my channel out. And y'all stay tuned. I'm not done working on this big dirty piece of crap. So anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.